E steals your phone without you noticing. Is that burglary? Most Americans would say yes, but under U.S. law, both answers are wrong, and confusing these crimes can mean the difference between a misdemeanor, a felony, or decades in prison today. I'll explain robbery, burglary, and larceny in the clearest way possible, using real-life examples every American can understand. If you want to truly understand U.S. criminal law, subscribe now. This channel breaks it down simply. In America, criminal charges are built on precise definitions. Police don't arrest people for stealing. They arrest them for larceny, burglary, robbery. Each charge carries different punishments, different court strategies, different long-term consequences. That's why understanding these words matters, even if you never plan to commit a crime. Knowledge of the law protects you. Let's start with the least serious but most common crime. What is larceny? Plain English. Larceny is stealing, without force, without threats, and without breaking in. That's it. Larceny has 5 simple elements. Someone takes property. The property belongs to someone else. No permission was given. No force or threats were used. The intent was to keep it real-life larceny. Examples: shoplifting from a store, stealing a wallet from a table, taking a bike that isn't yours. Pickpocketing, the victim is not confronted. No fear, no violence. Punishment for larceny, U.S. Low-value theft, misdemeanor. High-value theft, felony, often called grand larceny. The value threshold depends on the state. Small theft can still follow you for life. Criminal records matter. Now let's clear up the biggest misunderstanding. Burglary is not stealing. Burglary is illegal entry with criminal intent. What is burglary? Clear definition. Burglary happens when someone unlawfully enters or stays in a building or structure with intent to commit a crime inside. Important: the crime inside does not have to be theft. Burglary examples. Americans often get wrong: breaking into a house to steal, burglary; entering a closed store to vandalize, burglary; sneaking into an office to assault someone, burglary. Even if nothing is stolen, it's still burglary. Why burglary is treated seriously? Because burglary invades private spaces, creates risk of violent encounters, endangers families inside homes. That's why residential burglary is punished more harshly. Burglary punishment in U.S. almost always a felony. Higher penalties if home was occupied. Crime happened at night, weapons were involved. Burglary charges alone can mean years in prison. Now we come to the crime everyone fears. What is robbery? Robbery is theft plus force or fear. If the victim is present and afraid, it's robbery. Robbery requires taking property from a person or their immediate presence, using force, threats, or intimidation. Clear robbery examples: mugging someone at gunpoint, snatching a purse while threatening harm. Bank robbery, armed store holdup. The victim knows what's happening and fears harm. Punishment for robbery, U.S. Robbery is usually a violent felony punished with long prison sentences. Armed robbery can lead to mandatory minimums, decades in prison. Strike offenses, robbery charges can permanently change your life. How police decide the charge. Police ask simple questions. Was force used? Was someone threatened? Was there illegal entry? Where was the victim? One small detail can upgrade or downgrade a charge. That's why knowing your rights matters. How prosecutors think. Prosecutors often charge the highest offense possible, use serious charges to push plea deals. Defense lawyers focus on removing the force element, reducing robbery to larceny. Challenging intent in burglary charges are not convictions. The law allows defense. Common myths, clearly explained. All break-ins are robberies. Wrong. Most are burglaries. All stealing is robbery. Wrong. Robbery needs force. No weapon means no robbery. Wrong. Threats are enough. Burglary means stealing. Wrong. Intent is enough. Media uses robbery because it sounds dramatic. Courts don't. The courtroom speaks precise language, not headlines. Criminal law is mostly state law. Names and punishments vary, but definitions are similar. Nationwide core principles stay the same. Not every theft is robbery. Not every break-in is burglary. But in the U.S. justice system, what you're charged with matters as much as what you did. Understanding the law isn't about crime. It's about protection, awareness, and power. If this video helped you understand U.S. law clearly, like the video. It helps others find it. Subscribe for more legal education. Comment which law topic you want next, because the more you know the law, the safer you are under it.